everyone, and welcome to another Warframe video. So obviously you guys know that if I come into Warframe, I'm usually showing you guys something, or we're doing our next versus. And obviously today we are doing Gara. So Gara is our current prime. She is beautiful. I love Gara. She's one of my personal favorites. So just to make note to you guys real quick, I am officially playing on the PS5 version of the game. So if it looks a little different, that's why. It looks a little bit sharper, that's why. But I just wanted to let you guys know that that is the reason why. So if you guys notice it's a little bit sharper and I sound a little clearer, that is why. And you're welcome, by the way. But anyways, guys, so obviously we're in Warframe and we are here to do our verses. We're in the Somacorm. Let me gather some stuff. And like I just said, we are doing Gara today. Now, Gara is the Glass Warrior. So she was introduced with the I'm trying to remember what it's called. The first open world we got. I literally have forgotten its name. Wow. Oh my gosh. Tells you how much I play this game now. But it's not Fortuna, it's the one before it. Shoot. Oh, that's gonna bug me now. But anyways, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's the one on Earth and everything. But the plains, there we go. The plains of Elon. There we go. That's what I was trying to get to. But yeah, so she was introduced with that update. She is, I would say she's pretty old. She's about like 2 years old, I think. Because it's been a long time since we got the planes, it feels like. So, but you can unlock her by, well, at least her blueprint, by, doing the bounty, or not the bounty, the quest for that, part of the map. But you also get her parts doing the bounties in the plains, so that's the easiest way, one of the easier ways to get her if you guys want to build her from scratch and gather her parts. That would be how you would do it. Obviously, you, yeah, so obviously you guys can do that, but you know, it's not me. I actually bought Gara. She's probably one of the first frames I bought when I first came over to Warframe, because I liked how she looked and everything. So, and she's actually a very good frame if you guys know how to use her. She is mostly damage, I would say, because because a lot of her abilities rely on damage and stuff like that. So, yeah. So, anyways, let us get into our arsenal here. So, this is Gara Prime, guys. This is my Gara Prime. I have added some of her deluxe skin stuff to her, so like the Cyandana and the spikes on her back. That is from her deluxe skin, which I will show you guys later. I'm pretty sure my regular Gara has it on her. But her deluxe skin is beautiful, guys, just so you know. But this is normally what she looks like, besides the extra glass I put on her back and everything. This is normally what she looks like. I haven't changed her skin or anything. And I kind of went for like kind of a Chinese general kind of color base for her. I kind of wanted to be a little different because my other Gara is like white and blue and stuff. You guys will see her later, but and then these two things are her weapons. These are her basic weapons. Obviously, I don't have the prime ones yet, but these are the weapons that she came with. So she's got like throwing stars, and then she's got this rifle here, which they're decent. They're not my favorite, but they're decent. But anyways, so as usual, right hand side we got her abilities. She's got the Shattered Lash, Splinter Storm, Spectron Ridge. I think that's how it's pronounced. If I butcher that, I apologize, guys. But and then Mass, Victory? I don't know. I'm butchering my words today. Vitrifi. Vitrifi? I don't know. If I butchered it, guys, I apologize. But but those are her abilities. Like I mentioned, she does mostly damage. Her final ability is useful though for certain types of missions, and you guys will see why in a minute. But yeah. So there's the basis of her. Gonna gather our energy. I think it's still good, but we'll still gather it. And then we'll go into our Summacorn here. Alright. So I have no enemies set, looks like. So let's grab some. Who haven't we done in a while? I don't think we've done Corpus in a while. So we'll pick some Corpus. Maybe we'll just do a crewman or something. Maybe an elite one. That sounds kind of fun. And we'll just max them. And simulate. Alright, so... Whoa! They launched! Oh my goodness, that was amazing! I think I killed them all, actually. No, I did not. Alright, so, first ability is Shattered Lash. So, depending on if you tap it or you hold it, it changes. So, if I tap it, I just hit... I use, it lashes out a bunch of glass. It's actually kind of I love using this ability, actually, because it's fun to use. But, like I said, that's just tapping it. But if you hold it, it's kind of like a whip of glass that you have. So it's kind of a fun little ability to use. But like I said, it depends on how you use it. If you hold it or you tap it, it'll just be a one aim attack if you just tap it. But if you hold it, it will be like a whip that goes around in a circle, in an arch. So yeah, I'll show you guys right here, actually, how it changes. So, like I said, tapping is just like a one aim attack, pretty much, just a one shot. See, like that? I can't really get a good aim on it, but it's obviously is just a one aim attack. And then I need to go get some more energy. Hold on, guys. Hold up. No. Let's be like a normal person and actually use our operator. Increase our energy that way. That'd be a little faster. And then if you hold it, she actually lashes it like a whip. So, hi buddy. Sorry guys, I had to shut my door. But, so yeah, so there's just a little note for you guys. So if you hold it, you'll go around in an arch, and then if you tap it, you'll just hit it once. So yeah, so that is her first ability. Her first ability actually can combine with her final ability, so it's very useful for that, and I'll show you guys that later, obviously. But let me see here. Alright, so we're gonna respawn those boys. And I'll do my lash for you guys just so you can see a little better. See how it takes out multiple enemies? And then you have the one that just goes BAM! BAM! Yeah, not gonna lie guys, her Shattered Lash is one of my favorite abilities used for her. I use it quite often, so especially when I have an area full of enemies, I'll use it. Woo, I just fell off. Go me. Alright. Now, we got our second one, which is Splinter Storm. So this kind of creates a little area of armor around her. But as you guys can see, it actually can blind enemies. but it also can hurt them if it gets too close. So it kind of like stabs them when you get too close. So it's kind of like a floating shield of sharp objects. It's pretty much how I would describe it. And my shatter shield can actually be pretty strong if it's modded right. Here, we'll pull out our other one, our little fun little ninja stars here. Ooh, there's a bomb. Woo! I almost got blown up by that. But, so Shadow Storm is pretty much a good defense mechanism for you. It also is good for your allies as well, because it can transfer to your allies if they're close enough to you and it triggers. But as you guys can see, I can just stand here with it activated and it hurts the enemy. So it pretty much gives you an extra shield, pretty much. Extra set of armor that is made of glass. And if you guys, you'll notice, I don't think it worked on her, this version of her, but, you'll see the glass actually dissipates on her in certain spots on her. It's like I said, it'll be easier to see on her other version, her regular version, because I don't think her prime one really takes much glass from her, but actually I lied, it might actually on the bottom there, if you see the bottom part of her area there, that might be where the glass comes from. But it does dissipate if you guys pay attention to her whatever skin or whatever she may have on her. And like I said, I'll show it to you guys on the regular one, but you'll see it disappear when you activate that ability, because she's technically using the glass that's on her to make a shield. So just a little fun theme there. Alright. So that ability, I use that ability quite often as well. It's one of her better ones. So I'm going to trigger that. And as you guys can see, I'm standing this far away and I'm still hurting them. And I can blind them. That's actually her passive ability, actually, is when her glass shines, like if the sun, like say the sun or the light or whatever kind of gleams off her glass, it can actually blind the enemies. So that's one plus of her. That's just her passive ability as well, is that she just blinds us. See, as you notice, I blind him. And I was just standing next to him, I blind him as well. See, they're blinded. But it's only when the light hits her a certain way that you can blind them. So. And then we got our next ability. This one I don't use very often, but it can be useful if you use it properly. So as you guys can see, it creates like these shield images around the enemy. So I highly suggest putting it around an enemy. And it actually kind of serves as a confusion mechanism for them, because it'll actually make them attack the mirrors that are around them, as you guys can see. And when they damage them, or when they destroy them, and it can actually hurt them. So it's kind of like an illusion kind of ability. It kind of messes with them. As you guys can see, they're aiming for them. They're not aiming for me right now. They're more concerned about them. And it can kill them, obviously, used correctly. So that one is Danish or whatever it is. I can't pronounce it, but like I said, it's kind of more of a mechanism just to slow your enemies down so you can kill them, because it kind of distracts them. It's a distraction more than anything. But like I said, I hardly use that ability actually, because you have to get it right on the enemy usually, and I'm usually too busy killing him, so... Oh, I also believe, Gara has a hammer as well, guys. I think I forgot to put the hammer on her, actually, now that I think about it. I was just thinking about that. I was kind of just like, wait, she has a hammer, doesn't she? I believe I have all her weapons, all her basic weapons. I just have to look for them. Where is it? It's kind of a giant type of hammer, sort of. Legion, Mag Star. I swear I had it. There it is. Boltinus is what it's called. Let's make it match. But this is her hammer, if you guys are wondering. So these 3 weapons came with her. These are just her basic weapons that she came with. So she has a decent rifle. She has a rifle. She has secondary, and she has a hammer. So yeah, we might as well keep that on us. Why not? Feel like it's very appropriate, just because that's how she is. So, alright. So we're gonna spawn them again, and then we're gonna do our final ability. As you guys know from my videos, the final ability is always the best ability. So, we're gonna release our mass here in a good spot, and go! And as you guys can see, it glasses up enemies when it hits them. And you can actually break them. So that ability is fantastic if the enemies are in the way of you, happenly, as you guys can see. Look at that. It's so cool looking. But they do unfreeze eventually. So just remember that. But this essentially creates a giant barrier of glass around us. And this ability is fantastic. I use this ability a lot as well. This one is fantastic for making, creating big damage. Making big damage, I mean, as well as protecting. So, as you guys can see, the enemies can't really attack me right now. They're having a hard time attacking me right now. Because it is kind of pretty much a giant barrier. They can break it, though, eventually. So, as you guys can see, if you guys see down in the ability meter down there, I think it used to say her strength, like how much strength was left in it, but I think she might have infinite strength in it now, but I could be wrong. But, this ability is fantastic to use if you guys are doing a defense. That's what most people use it for. So when you're defending the, pod, I would always activate this and put it around the pod. But, if you guys are wondering how you do damage, I'm gonna let these guys kind of come over here, get up closer. You want to use your first ability to create the damage. So, you want to do your sweep Lash. So your first ability, you want to hold it on your actual barrier. So, here we go. Done. And as you guys can see, it explodes it, and kills them. It does big damage. So I actually know that a lot of Gara players will just spam this, and then they'll just destroy it like that just to take out a crap ton of enemies. So that is her area ability. If you guys are looking for area damage, that's the one you want to use. So yeah, so there is the lowdown on her abilities. She is very unique, but like I said earlier, guys, she is definitely a damage frame. Definitely. Oh, we still have an enemy alive. I'm shocked, actually. Oh, there's another one still alive, too. Alright, I think they're all dead now. I think. But anyways, we're gonna swap to regular Gara now, real quick, so we can get this video on the move here. And I believe this is her deluxe skin. I could be wrong, though. But I'm pretty certain it is. But yeah, so this is my regular Gara. She is beautiful. I love my regular Gara. And as you guys can see, this is her regular Sayadana. This is the one she originally came with. But I'm pretty certain this is her deluxe skin. But as you guys can see, she does look like a warrior. Her primed version definitely looks more like a samurai warrior, I think, honestly. But this skin does make her look like a warrior as well. She has beautiful skin. She's just a beautiful frame, I think, in general. And she's just a lot of fun to use as well. So we're gonna grab our stuff here, and we're just gonna see if there's any differences. Like I said, guys, pay attention to her glass that's on her, because you might notice that we lose it. So there's her Lash. We're gonna use our spawnage, our little distraction mirrors. I don't think those are much different. Actually, I think the prime ones are a little more detailed when it comes to the mirrors. But it's not much by much here. But as you guys can see, I made this Gara's glass actually more see-through. That's one thing that a lot of players will complain about. Is if your Gara's glass isn't see-through, so when you use your final ability, they can actually see through it. I've had people complain to me about that, actually. So I do highly suggest picking a glass that is not as see-through, like a color for it, I mean. Okay, we're gonna use our Splinter Storm. And it doesn't seem like, yeah, it doesn't seem like much of her glass disappears when we use it. It actually used to, so I'm not quite sure if that's just a coincidence now or what. But as you guys can see, it does the same thing as the other one. But we seem to like lose our glass when we use our Shatter Shield. I'm kind of surprised it doesn't do that now. I don't know if that's a bug, but it used to actually minimize her glass that was on her. So that's kind of interesting. So they must have changed that, because I swear she lost her glass usually. But apparently not. Ah, you got burned. They burned to death. Alright, we're gonna use our little throwy glass stars here. Woo, that was bad almost. I almost died there. Or fell off, that's what I meant to say. Alright. So we're gonna go back up here and respawn them, so we can use our final ability. Now, let's use our final ability. As you guys can see, it does the same thing. It freezes them in place, and it's only temporary though, so you want to kill them now. But it's cool, it's fun to watch them shatter though. But we're gonna let them get a little close. They're a little close right now, and then we're gonna use our Shadow Lash. Our Shatter Lash, there we go. And there we go! So it pretty much does the same thing. We obviously know this by now, but... But yeah, guys, so there is your lowdown on Gara, the Glass Warrior. Oh, there's someone alive still. Hold on. Where are they? Oh, there they are. We'll just take them out with our shield. Our little barrier we've created. So anyways, guys, there you have it. There is your lowdown on Gara, the Glass Warrior. She's super fun. I do love her. She's definitely in my top 5 for sure. I think she was one of the first frames I actually got, and I, like, loved using her. I was using her constantly, actually, I think. But she's definitely one of my favorites, and I would say a lot of people like her as well. She's fun to use. But like I mentioned, she is mostly damage. So if you guys are looking for a good damage frame, she is a very good one. And like I mentioned earlier, you can get her from the Plains of Eidolon. You get her blueprint from doing the quest. I think it's Seiya's Visual, I think it's called. And then you can get her pieces from doing the bounties. So if you guys want to get her that way, or you could just buy her like I do. I always just buy my frames usually. I'm pretty lazy. Unless the quest I hear is really, really awesome, then I'll do it. But other than that, I usually just buy my frames. It's just easier that way. That's just me though. So anyways, guys, there is your lowdown on Gara, and obviously we didn't see much differences. And it's kind of interesting they changed the effect that they used to had on her that would take her glass off of her as you use her abilities, which doesn't seem to work now, so I don't know if that's a bug or what, but oh well, it doesn't matter at this point. But anyways, guys, thank you for joining me, and I will see you guys in the next video.